Rob Denson's Farmer Palmer is a soldier palmer with a twist. It uses a cloak of bronze mallard fibres to give this classic pattern extra appeal. Right, the first step is to run the tying thread on just behind the eye, catching that loose end with a few turns of thread, and then trim off the excess. That done, carry the thread down the shank in close turns until it reaches a point roughly opposite the barb. Now the rib comprises a length of fine oval gold tinsel, so from the spool pull off a length and just snip it off, then offer it up to the hook and catch it in with a couple of turns of thread, and then just bind that loose end along the shank and bring the thread back down towards the bend. The body's formed from red seal's fur, so we take a pinch, just a small pinch, and offer it up to the thread, and then dove it on carefully to form a nice thin rope. That done, carry the thread slightly round the bend to give the finished body a curved profile, and then begin to wind the seal's fur over the hook shank. Carry on winding the fur along the shank, make a nice slim body, stopping just short of the eye. On this pattern, the hackle is actually palmered, that is wound along the entire length of the body. And for this we use a dyed rusty brown Grizzle hackle, preparing it by stripping away the fibres from its base and then offering it up to the hook and catching it in just behind the eye with a couple of thread turns. With the hackle attached, we grasp it with a pair of hackle pliers and then begin to wind, starting just in front of the body and carrying it down the shank over the body in open turns. Carry on winding the hackle until it reaches the end of the body. Park the hackle tip at the bend, leaving the hackle pliers on to keep it under tension. Next, take hold of the gold tinsel and begin to wind it up through the hackle. If necessary, just wiggle the tinsel back and forth so that it doesn't trap any of the hackle fibres. Carry it on up until it reaches the point where the hackle stem was caught in. Hold it taut and just secure the loose end. That done, take both the tinsel and the hackle stem and trim them off. And do the same for the hackle point at the end of the body. Now the twist on this soldier palmer pattern is the fact that it's got a wing, well, more of a cloak actually, a little bit like a dabbler. So for that we use a bronze mallard feather and we snip off a few fibres. And then we offer them up to the hook and judge them for length. Then trim off the waist, offer them back up to the hook, catch them in with a thread turn. Now just carefully ease them around the top of the hook. They're there to form a cloak, and secure them. So with the wing in place, simply build a small head and then finish off with a whip finish. 3 or 4 turns, drawing it tight, bedding it down, and then with the scissors just simply trimming off that loose end. And that completes Rob Denson's Farmer Palmer, a great little soldier palmer variant.